Hey everyone, welcome to the Next Fitness Thing. I'm team leader Melissa and I'm coming at you live from PA. In today's 25-minute walking class, we are going to play a game of true or false. So get ready to unleash your inner rock star and do whatever works for you with positivity and determination. Remember to focus on your walking form, walk at your own pace, engage your core, head up, be aware of your surroundings, and don't forget to tie your shoes tight. Let's move, let's make every minute count, and most importantly, let's rock. So whether you're inside or outside, do whatever feels good for you. We are going to play a game of true and false. All you have to do is pick one or the other. First question. The star sign Aquarius is represented by a tiger. True or false? The star sign Aquarius is represented by a tiger. True or false? The star sign Aquarius is not represented by a tiger, so this question is false. Aquarius people have the star sign that dates between the 21st of January and the 19th of February, and the symbol for the Aquarius is a water bearer. Many believe it represents the gifts of truth and pure intentions that they bring to the world. Aquarians are very upfront people, and they don't do shenanigans or shady business. They'll tell you how it is and feel no two ways about it if you don't like it. Some people find them aloof or cold, but they just keep their emotions more buttoned down than most. Aquarius is an air sign, and they are ruled by Uranus, which is the planet of invention, innovation, space travel, and aerodynamics. So, again, the star sign Aquarius is not represented by a tiger, but a water bearer. Question number 2. A, as in apple, is the most common letter used in the English language. A, as in apple, is the most common letter used in the English language. This question is also false. A is not the most common letter used in the English language. In fact, it is actually E. So according to the data, the most common letter in the English language is the letter E. E is everywhere. In an analysis of all 240,000 entries in the Concise Oxford English Dictionary, editors found that the letter E appears in approximately 11% of all words in the Common English vocabulary, about 6,000 more words than the runner-up letter, A. Can you think of words that even begin with E? They say that E is in 11.1607% of the words, and A is only 8.4966% of the words. Pretty interesting. Next question. ASOS stands for As Seen on Screen. ASOS stands for As Seen on Screen. This statement is true. ASOS stands for As Seen on Screen. It originally stood for As Seen on Screen, with the tagline, "Buy what you see on film and TV," because it exclusively sold imitations of clothing from those mediums. True or false? The Battle of Hastings took place in 1066. The Battle of Hastings took place in 1066. This is also true. The Battle of Hastings was on October 14, 1066. That ended in the defeat of Harold II of England by William, Duke of Normandy, and established the Normans as the rulers of England. Next, true or false? True or false? K is worth 4 points in Scrabble. The K is worth 4 points in Scrabble. This is false. The F, the H, the V, the W, and the Y are all worth 4 points, and the K is worth 5. I am trying to think of what words that I have made with a K. I guess if you were using words like cake or make, but for some reason I am completely drawn a blank if I could come up with a word that would begin with K. It's highly unlikely I would have enough tiles to make a kangaroo, but the K is worth 5 points. Next, true or false. In a deck of cards, the king has a mustache. In a deck of cards, the king has a mustache. This question is false. The king does not have a mustache. So diamonds, clubs, and spades are by association linked respectively with the corruption of wealth, war, and death. So in contrast, the heart as an organ is pure and open, undisguised. It does not wear a disguise. Hence, the clean-shaven King of Hearts. Most standard English playing cards used today derived from the original French models produced in the mid-16th century. For the purpose of mass production, the earliest cards were printed using wood blocks. Disfiguring occurred over the centuries as unskilled block makers distorted the original designs, resulting in hands, symbols of office, and other attributes losing their meaning. Among the many distortions that took effect, the King of Hearts not only lost his mustache, but the axe he was originally holding became a sword. Pretty interesting. Next, true or false. When the two numbers on opposite sides of a dice are added together, it always equals 7. When the two numbers on opposite sides of the dice are added together, it always equals 7. This answer is true. Right? It is true. The sum of the numbers on the opposite sides of a die is 7. So if you place two numbers side to side, you can take a look and see that they are 7. So if you pull the 4, the opposite side of that is 2, that equals 7. In the English language, there is no word that rhymes with orange. In the English language, there is no word that rhymes with orange? This is true. There are no words in the English language that rhyme with orange. There is a word in Wales that describes a mountain, Blaenoriaunge, right? That technically rhymes with it. There's also a technical word for a spore sack that kind of rhymes with orange. But interestingly enough, or perhaps not, the word orange does not have a rhyming friend. Very sad. Makes it very difficult if you are trying to write poetry and you want your poem to rhyme and the line ends with the word orange. You do have to rewrite the sentence so that you end on a different word so that you are able to find a rhyming word. English is the most spoken language in the world. True or false? English is the most spoken language in the world. So this one is a tricky one because it used to be false. And Mandarin Chinese was the most spoken language in the world. But as of July 25th, 2024, English has now surpassed and is the most spoken language in the world. As of now, English has 1,456 million speakers. 380 million English is their first language. 1,077 billion, it is their second language, is English. So the total number of speakers is 1.4 plus billion. So as of right now, English is the most spoken language in the world, including native and non-native speakers. Like Latin or Greek at the time, English has become the world's common language. It is the default language in international business, tourism, technology, and much more. This is a Germanic language that originated in medieval England and is now the official language in 67 countries. A bilingual person who speaks Spanish and English can understand 1 in 3 people who connect to the internet. They can also access over 60% of everything published on the web. Despite its global prevalence, English has tons of regional variations in vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar, leading to countless forms, including British, Australian, American, and even Californian and New Yorker. And I know here in Philadelphia, we get that people speak Philadelphian. So, pretty interesting. It used to be that Mandarin was the most spoken language in the world. And now, Mandarin is 1,138 million speakers. So it's still very close to English. As a first language, it's 939 million. Second language, it's 199 million. So the total is 1.138 billion. So if we're looking at total speakers, Mandarin is the second most widely spoken language in the world. However, it's the most spoken language in the world if you count only first language native speakers due to China's significant population. Mandarin is not actually a language, but a set of dialects of the Chinese language. What unifies these dialects under the same name is that they all use the same written form with minor variations. Unlike most Western languages, Mandarin uses a logographic writing system, where characters represent meaning rather than sounds. While complex, the system allows written communication across dialects. Their spoken forms aren't mutually intelligible. For example, Mandarin has 4 distinct tones plus a neutral tone, while Cantonese has 9 tones. So English is 1, Mandarin Chinese is 2, Hindu is 3, Spanish is 4, and French is 5. So they are the top 5 most spoken languages in the world. Do you know another language? I can speak English, and I also have studied Italian for many years. I could read a little bit of Spanish since it's closely related to Italian, but that's as good as I can get. True or false? H&M stands for Hennies and Mortiz. H&M stands for Hennies and Moritz. This is true. The H&M letters of the company name stand for Hennies and Moritz. Hennies in Swedish means she, which meant the brand was a woman's clothing store. Moritz was the surname of a clothing store owner that Hennies later acquired. So the company's name changed from Hennies to Henny's and Moritz, and now has all different types of clothing. That was a fun game of true and false. Thank you so much for joining me today and walking. It went by so quick. I truly appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to prioritize your health and your well-being. Remember to be kind to yourselves and continue on your journey to greatness. I'm looking forward to seeing you again in another class. Take care and keep walking strong. Till later, walkers. Thanks.